team heading south. Block all major roads and capture the suspect.
They did it, I think. They might have improved on Sonic Adventure. Or did they? This is pretty suspicious. Sonic Adventure 2, the game where Sonic and company actually go on an adventure. I know, right? The game is about the perfect life form, Shadow. Sonic, I mean Shadow. Hell, I can't tell the difference, honestly. I really am having so much trouble. Can anyone in the comments just write something like, hey dumbass, this is the difference between the two? Because I honestly can't tell the difference. I mean, one's blue, one's black. One has a little bit of red on, one has no red on, besides the shoes. Yeah, I mean, they both grind on rails. They're both hedgehogs. What's the difference? Anyway, whatever, it's just a stupid joke. Cool. Sonic gets arrested and escapes because everyone in this game thinks that they totally look the same. That's what I was hinting at there. I know that the game is for kids, but what? Really? Anyway, Sonic Adventure 2 comes bustling my way into this talk show, since I talked lots of shit on the first Sonic Adventure. So, was there any improvements made to the game as a result of the cringe and at times broken Sonic Adventure? Why, yes, it does. Yeah! Well, that wraps up my review. Hope you guys like the game. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. The game may seem good on the surface, but it's plagued with its own problems, even though it's an improvement on the first game. There are a total of 6, count them, 6 playable characters. But unlike Sonic Adventure, these characters are copies of each other. Sonic equaling Shadow, Tails equaling Robotnik, and Knuckles equaling Rouge, or Batgirl. Got that? Well, no Amy, no Big, no Gamma. Meaning that the game is more consistent, and it just makes the game more flowy, if that makes any sense. Whatever. Sonic and Shadow are what you expect from a Sonic game. Speed, platforming, and lots of bullshit. Trust me, there's lots of bullshit in this game. I'm not saying it's perfect. Thanks to the levels. Thanks to the levels. The bullshit is from the levels. Tails and Robotnik are like Gamma. They go forward and they shoot baddies. Okay, but they feel more in tune with the story, though. That's kind of weird how that works. It makes more sense to me. Just play the game and find out. Then we got Knuckles and Rouge's sections, which, for the most part, are the worst parts of this game. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. Hey kids, did you like the Knuckles sections in Sonic Adventure? Well, if you liked those sections, you definitely will like these sections, as guess what? We got 3 gems in these bigger levels. Yeah. And then, in those bigger levels, we have a very randomized set of gems. I mean, why are the gems randomized? That means if you restart the level or die after, or like get a game over or something, you have to like scout out the whole level again just to find a gem, and you have to find them in sequential order, unlike the first game, which just had to clarify that real quick. No, just no. Why? And also, let me just point out that there's these space levels for all the characters, and they all suck ass, but mostly Knuckles and Rouge's. Knuckles took me around 9 minutes, and, you know, Rouge took me about 15 minutes, you know? Just trying to find these stupid gems. Just 3 of them. Just 3 gems. And then they dared to introduce an idea of the radar not working correctly, and I was like, what? Really? So, whatever. And then you just... So, Knuckles' space level is about verticality of a space station, while Rouge is that, plus some clumsy pre-Mario Galaxy gravity shit. I mean, this game did Mario Galaxy before Mario Galaxy. That's crazy. So, this is by far the weakest of the game. Tails and Robotniks are annoying, you know, as such as Knuckles and Rouge, because of the constant beeping you hear from the cannons and gunfire. Why? Yeah, I mean, seriously? And let me tell you something, that beeping that you hear from the radar in Knuckles and Rouge's sections is also annoying.
It's closer. I found him.
So why? Why is it in this game? And let me talk about the audio in this game, because it's probably the worst part of the game, since I'm on it.
I feel good.
You know, the sound sucks. If you're making a game, anyone out there who wants to make a game, you got to implement good audio design and good audio mixing. And here's and this game is a bad example of good audio.
Just let it go! You just don't know when to give up, do you?
What are you talking about? That emerald's mine. You got that? The Master Emerald contains special powers that neutralize the energy of the Chaos Emeralds. That makes it very powerful. What the?
What? Thief!
Look who's calling who a thief.
I came here following the signal from the Emerald. If I'm not mistaken, this is the Master Emerald, is it not?
Dr. Eggman.
So that's Dr. Eggman.
Well, I guess I can use it for something. I'll just take it with me. Farewell, knucklehead.
Not if I can help it.
What was that all about? And look what you did to my emerald!
I did that to prevent the Master Emerald from being stolen, you idiot. If it's in pieces, I can restore it. And by the way, that's not your emerald.
Doesn't matter. I'll look into it once I get back to the base.
I despise anyone who takes jewels from me. All the world's gems are mine to keep.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Don't leave without me! I want to help Sonic too!
You've turned into a big-time villain, Doctor.
Whoa! You thought you could trick me with that fake emerald, didn't you?
So, how did you know it wasn't the real one?
Tails!
Because you just told me. Now, for a little space ride. The capsule clears the colony bare.
I'm counting on you, Tails. Amy, take care of yourself.
Farewell, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Why? Because the characters like to cut each other off in cutscenes, and that's kind of jarring, don't you think? I know I had to do with the dubbing of the game, but I mean, seriously? Whatever. It's no biggie. And then, like, sections where Robotnik has to talk, especially this one, where there's music just blaring in the background. You can barely hear him devise a plan with all our heroes. It's kind of annoying, if you ask me. You know?
Professor Gerald Robotnik, one of the greatest scientific minds in the world, and my grandfather.
What? I knew you were behind all this. Stop it right now, or else
I'd have
everything to him. If you wish, release and awaken it
If
to the
you
world.
wish to fill the world with destruction... Oh, so that's why you released Shadow from the base.
core of the Eclipse cannon is now highly reactive and explosive. This is because the Chaos Emerald is overpowered. If the colony collides with Earth, it will shatter into pieces like my grandfather predicted. That mad scientist!
That should be you, right? We have to stop the space colony now!
I'm not really invested in the story, but I mean, I have to say something about the audio. And there's just a lot of jarring things, like these aliens shooting lasers. The sound they make is so loud and annoying, and it's just out of place. It's just jarring. Why? At least they did a better job with the cutscenes this time in terms of animations. I mean, Sonic no longer has the silly putty face that he had in the first game. It's like, really? And then, but Knuckles and Rouge's cutscenes are probably the laziest because there's some awkward sexual tension in some of them. Constant awkward shaking. This part where Knuckles, like, breaks the emerald, but you don't really see him touch it. He just kind of phases past it and drops down and it bursts. It's stupid or whatever. And these FMVs, back to them so good FMVs, man. Particularly the ones with those ugly people in them. Oh my gosh, get them away from me. After that being said, the game is level-based, like the 2D Sonic games, you know, like everyone wants, you know, instead of a stupid hub world, like in some other Sonic games. Not gonna mention them, just saying, we got a better flow. And they actually go on an adventure as a result of this. No going around a hub world, just doing your thing, level, okay, and Sonic Adventure 2 just destroys it in that area, okay, that's a praise. The characters actually have actual weight to them this time around, which is cool. I mean, you know what I'm talking about if you play the first game and the second game back to back. So yeah, there's that. And it plays better as a result of that. But it's really fun to play. Not really, and here's why. The game's a lot harder for a variety of bullshit reasons in terms of level design. Whether it be the speed throwing you off in some levels, there ain't no phasing glitches or anything, or bugs. It's just inconsistencies, you know? You got some weird speed issues sometimes in levels, and sometimes you might think you get flung off levels. Sometimes you do a jump or try to connect to an enemy with the homing attack and it doesn't work, or there's just you're running, you know, with 0 rings and you just get hit by an enemy. There's a lot of that in this game, and I don't think that's good. Just saying. And rails are introduced in this game to be grinded on, and let me tell you something real quick. It's just annoying to have rails being grinded on. Not only does it take away any input from the player, but in Sonic and Shadow, we have a space level to talk about, which is exclusively about grinding these rails. Rails are introduced in the first level, and you can easily tell that you have to jump on them, but sometimes you don't connect to them. Well, that problem is very prevalent in this level I'm going to talk about, which is in space, and it's so garbage. And when you're on a rail, just let go of the controller. Let go of the buttons, let go of everything, because let the game play itself. Because there's a part where he kept on dying at this loopy-de-loop thing in the space level, in the Sonic section, I think, and I kept on dying. And it was annoying, so I just said, fuck it, let go of the controller, and I won. So, yeah. It's just half-baked, like a shit potato. Another half-baked idea of the bosses, they're just bad. They wish, like, they drop coins, which is annoying and confusing, and I sometimes die as a result of it. And the Sonic and Shadow level, or boss, it's just annoying with the collapsible platforms and stuff.
Time to put this to rest.
This ghost boss, oh my gosh, it's so annoying. Get it out of my head. And this Bio-Lizard boss is so annoying too, but not the second version of the Bio-Lizard boss, just the first version where you play as Shadow. Not fun. The second version is easy. You just run into these grape-like cysts on the side of it and you win. Magically. It's amazing. And you do both light and dark portions of the story to unlock the third section, which you do the Bio-Lizard for, and you win. Here's some quick side notes real quick. This Rouge and Knuckles boss fight is kind of funny because of Knuckles always declaring,
Witness my power. Take this! Now witness my power. Take this!
he's also a prick as he runs away after getting all of Rouge's emeralds after some weird talk. That's cool.
What?
Fine, then just take them. They stink like echidnas do.
If that's what you thought, you should have given me them in the first place.
We should get going.
And I played this on the PC. I would not recommend playing this on the PC because it's kind of unstable. That's why in the video you may see that I have it set at different resolutions and different screen sizes and stuff. And different sound qualities because the game is very unstable. So if you're planning on buying this on Steam, just play it on windowed mode. Play it on like a windowed mode. Do not play it in full screen or else it will crash. And no one likes that. Like, I have figured that out about PC gaming. It's not fun when a game crashes, because that means you have to restart the system. Because you just get black screen or frozen screen. That's annoying. Anyway, Sonic Adventure 2 is an improvement in some areas. It's just not that good. That's all I gotta say about it. I mean, should you play it? No. Should you play the first Sonic Adventure? No. Just bypass them. Play Sonic Mania or something. It's way better. Okay? Goodbye.
Looks like it came back for more. Yeah! Feel time slipping down your spine. Ooh, you're trying to ignore. Yeah! But you can hardly swallow your fears and pain.
What's this icky paint like goop? It's moving!
Now, boys, don't touch that stuff.